So this question involves writing a suitable question. So let's look at the context. Guy wants to find out how much time, so that's important, it's about time, people spend watching television. He designs a questionnaire, designs a question. All right, so we need a question that involves time and television. And you must remember there must be a time frame. So we need to say something like per day, per week, per month. There needs to be some context to make the question reasonably easy for people to understand what it is you want from them. So, how much time per day do you spend watching TV to the nearest hour? Now it's quite neat to do things to the nearest hour or the nearest minute or the nearest pound or whatever the context of the question is, because then it makes the response boxes easier to do, because it's a 2-mark question and therefore they're expecting you to do 2 things. A question with a time frame, so per day, per week, per month, and a question that's related to what they actually wanted. They wanted time, and we're given a time unit. That's important. So there's the question: how much time per day do you spend watching TV to the nearest hour? But then of course you need a response box for people to tick to say this is my answer. And when we think about time, then in the exam questions they're only expecting 3 to 4 boxes, as long as they're what's called exhaustive. A student can only, or a person answering the question can only tick one of these boxes, then you'll get the marks. So we always have 0 because somebody might not watch television. There are people that prefer not to, prefer to see other things. So we always have 0. And we set the nearest hour, so 1 to 2. Now we want to make sure that the students can only tick, or the people answering can only tick 1 box. So we wouldn't start this one with 2, because then that means where does the person who watches it 2 hours tick? Do they tick there or there? So we'd start the next one at 3 because we said the nearest hour. We don't need to worry about 2 hours, 1 minute and all that kind of stuff. So 3 to 4, 5 plus. That means everybody who answers this could tick just one of these boxes. They either don't watch television at all, or they watch between 1 and 2 hours a day, 3 to 4 hours a day, or more than 5 hours, or 5 or more hours. And that would give you the full marks for that question. So just for a questionnaire, suitable question has a time frame, has a question in the context of the question, and has some response boxes that don't overlap but are exhaustive in terms of that everybody can tick just 1 box only.